Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we are heading to Germany, the land of beer, Bretts, and Beethoven. We are diving into the 10 things that make Germany famous, from its incredible history and culture to its engineering marvels to its fairy tales. So, buckle up and get ready for a wild ride through Germany. First up, let's talk history. Germany has a long and winding past. We're talking Romans, emperors, and enough castles to make Disney jealous. Speaking of castles, did you know that Germany has over 20,000 of them? It's true, Germany has seen it all, from the Holy Roman Empire, to the rise of Prussia, to, well, you know, that little thing with the world wars. But hey, we're not here to dwell on the past. Let's just say that Germany has learned from its mistakes, and now they make some of the best cars in the world. Coincidence? I think not. Germany also gave us the printing press, the theory of relativity, and David Hasselhoff's music career. Germany's history is rich, complex, and full of surprises. Just like a good German chocolate cake, it's best enjoyed one delicious layer at a time. Okay, let's talk about cars. And when it comes to cars, nobody does it better than Germany. Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Audi, Porsche. These are more than just brands, they're practically religions. I mean, have you ever driven a German car? It's like driving a spaceship disguised as a luxury sedan. The engineering is so precise. You could set your watch to it. Actually, you could probably set your watch to it, your microwave, and your grandma's pacemaker, and they'd all be in perfect sync. That's how precise German engineering is. But it's not just cars. Germany is also known for its high-quality machinery, tools, and appliances. If you want something built to last, you buy German. Just ask your grandparents. I bet they still have a German-made toaster from the 70s that works perfectly. And let's not forget about the Autobahn, the highway system where you can put the pedal to the metal and let your inner speed demon out to play. Just make sure you have a German-engineered car if you're going to attempt that. So, there you have it. German engineering. It's precise, it's reliable, and it's fast. Just like a German on the Autobahn, late for Oktoberfest. Alright, let's talk about the most wonderful time of the year in Germany. Oktoberfest. It's a magical time when the beer flows freely, the sausages are as big as your arm, and everyone wears leather shorts. I'm not sure who decided that leather pants were a good idea for a festival, but hey, I'm not complaining. It adds to the charm, you know? And speaking of charm, let's talk about German beer. From the crisp pilsners to the malty dunkel beers, there's a brew for every taste bud. And don't even get me started on the giant pretzels. They're the perfect accompaniment to a stein of beer, or 3. But Oktoberfest is more than just beer and food. It's a celebration of German culture and tradition. With music, dancing, and enough oompa bands to make your head spin. It's like a giant party that lasts for weeks, and everyone's invited. Just remember to pace yourself with the beer, or you'll be doing the Oktoberfest shuffle all the way back to your hotel room. Trust me, I've been there. So, if you ever get the chance to experience Oktoberfest, do it! Just be prepared for a lot of beer, a lot of singing, and a whole lot of fun. Prost! Okay, let's talk about food because everybody loves to eat. And German food is not for the faint of heart. It's hearty, It's flavorful, and it will definitely stick to your ribs. We've already covered the bratwurst and pretzels, but there's so much more to German cuisine. Schnitzel, anyone? It's a thin pan-fried cutlet of meat, usually veal or pork, and it's absolutely delicious. And then there's Sauerbraten, which is a pot roast marinated in wine, vinegar, and spices. It's the kind of dish that your grandma would make, and you would secretly love it even though you'd never admit it to your friends. And of course, no discussion of German food would be complete without mentioning potatoes. Germans love the potatoes, and they come up with all sorts of creative ways to prepare them. Fried, mashed, boiled, baked, you name it. They've done it with a potato. So if you're looking for a culinary adventure, look no further than Germany. Just make sure you bring your appetite and maybe some stretchy pants. Germany has a rich musical heritage, and I'm not just talking about Oompa bands. We're talking about the big guns: Bach, Beethoven, Brahms. The list goes on and on. These guys were like the rock stars of their time, composing some of the most beautiful and influential music the world has ever known. From Bach's soaring fugues to Beethoven's dramatic symphonies to Brahms's romantic piano concertos, German composers have left an undeniable mark on Western music. And let's not forget about Wagner. His operas are like soap operas set to music, with epic storylines, larger-than-life characters, and enough drama to make even the most jaded opera-goer shed a tear. So, the next time you're feeling a little highbrow, put on some Bach or Beethoven. It's good for the soul, and it might even make you feel a little bit smarter. Okay, let's talk about something a little more light-hearted: fairy tales. Germany is famous for its fairy tales, especially those collected by the Brothers Grimm. But be warned, these aren't your average Disney-fied bedtime stories. We're talking about witches, wolves, and evil stepmothers. Oh my. These tales are full of dark magic, moral lessons, and enough creepy characters to give you nightmares. Remember Cinderella? In the Grimm version, the stepsisters cut off their toes to try to fit into the glass slipper. And Hansel and Gretel? So the next time you're feeling brave, crack open a book of Grimm's fairy tales. Just don't blame me if you start sleeping with the lights on. Okay, let's take a break from the spooky stories and talk about something a little more, well, scenic. Germany is a country with breathtaking landscapes, from the snow-capped Alps in the south to the rolling hills of the Black Forest in the west. And don't even get me started on the castles. Germany is castle central, with thousands of them dotting the countryside. Some are perched high up on cliffs, offering stunning views, while others are nestled in forests, looking like they're straight out of a fairy tale. Speaking of fairy tales, did you know that the Neuschwanstein Castle, one of Germany's most famous landmarks, was the inspiration for the Sleeping Beauty Castle at Disneyland? It's true. Walt Disney himself visited the castle in the 1930s and was so enchanted by it that he decided to create his own version. So, if you're looking for a place to escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life, Germany is the perfect destination. Alright, time for another history lesson. But don't worry, this one is actually interesting. Germany has a long and proud tradition of scientific and technological innovation. I mean, This is the country that gave us the printing press, the automobile, and aspirin. From Albert Einstein to Werner Heisenberg to Johannes Gutenberg, Germany has been home to some of the greatest minds in history. These brilliant individuals have made groundbreaking discoveries in fields ranging from physics and chemistry to medicine and engineering. And let's not forget about German engineering. We've already covered their cars, but German companies are also leaders in other industries, like renewable energy, aerospace, and pharmaceuticals. So, the next time you pop an aspirin or hop in a car, remember to thank a German scientist or engineer. They've made our lives a whole lot easier and less painful. Okay, let's talk about something a little more festive. Germany is a country that knows how to celebrate, and they have a festival for practically every occasion. From the world-famous Christmas markets to the raucous carnival celebrations, there's always something going on in Germany. One of my favorite German festivals is Karneval, also known as Fasching or Fastnacht. It's basically a giant street party that takes place before Lent, and it's a time for people to let loose and have some fun before the solemnity of Easter. Think Mardi Gras, but with more beer and pretzels. And speaking of beer, we can't forget about Oktoberfest. We've already covered that one, but it's worth mentioning again, because it's just that much fun. So, if you're looking for a party, Germany is the place to be. Just make sure you pack your dancing shoes and maybe some earplugs. Well, there you have it, folks. We've explored 10 things that Germany is famous for, from its rich history and culture to its engineering marvels and delicious food. But Germany's influence extends far beyond those 10 things. German culture has had a profound impact on the world, from art and music to literature and philosophy. German scientists, engineers, and inventors have made groundbreaking discoveries and innovations that have shaped our modern world. And let's not forget about German beer. It's enjoyed by people all over the globe, and it's a testament to Germany's brewing prowess. So the next time you're enjoying a cold beer, listening to some classical music, or marveling at a technological wonder, take a moment to appreciate the contributions of Germany. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more travel adventures.